Hello everyone and welcome back to Engineeringly. In this video, you're going to learn 5 essential Excel functions that every construction manager and project manager should master and understand. Without much talk, let's get started. The first one is the SUMIF function. So assume that you have long data sets where you have different types of materials and you want to know the total cost for any of these materials. For example, I have concrete, steel, concrete, wood, and concrete. So if I need the total cost for concrete here, what I can do is in this cell, I'll write down equal sign, SUMIF, open parenthesis. The first one will be the range here. So in this range, the criteria should be concrete and close double quotes, comma, and the sum ranges, column C or cost. Press enter, and there you go. You have the total cost for your concrete out of the total material list that you have in here. The second function that we are going to talk about is the filter function. So for example, if I want to know how many of the tasks or which tasks are in progress, which tasks are completed, filter function in this case will make your life much easier. So for example, I want to know the total in progress tasks. So I'll write down equal sign, filter, open parenthesis, select the range where you want to filter your tasks, and then comma, and then I'll select column B. If this is equal to in progress, then those tasks should be filtered out. As you can see, we have two tasks, which is foundation and roofing, which both are in progress. We have the start and end dates for both of them. The next function that we're going to use in here is the VLOOKUP function. In the meantime, we will use the XLOOKUP function in here as well and talk about the differences between a VLOOKUP function and an XLOOKUP function. So VLOOKUP function is pretty straightforward. So for example, I want to know the unit price for steel in here. So I'll write down equal sign, then VLOOKUP, open parenthesis. The search key should be steel, then comma, the range where we want to filter this. So we want to VLOOKUP for this value. I'll select from column A up to column C. Now, where is the column that we are looking for located? It's in column C, which from the left, it's in the third column. So comma and then 3, and for the exact match, I'll write down false. As you can see in here, we have the unit cost for steel. In case I want concrete, I'll just replace this with concrete and then press enter. We will have the unit cost for concrete. So now there is a limitation to the VLOOKUP function. For example, if I want to know which code does this belong to, and I want to know the material name, VLOOKUP won't be able to do that. So what I'm trying to say is, for example, code W01, which material does this belong to? VLOOKUP function wouldn't be able to do that. So if I write down VLOOKUP and then open parenthesis, and this is our search key, and the range is from column A up to column C, then comma, it's located on the second column, 3, and with the exact match, I'll write down false. VLOOKUP wouldn't be able to do that. And the main limitation is, whatever your search key is, on your data, it should be located at the left part of your data. So if your search key is in the middle, it cannot look up a value just to the left of it. So for this purpose, what we can do is we can use the XLOOKUP function. So now in order to look up a value to the left of our search key, I'll use the XLOOKUP function. So I'll write down equal sign, XLOOKUP, open parenthesis. This is our search key, and it's located on column B. Then I'll write down comma, and the result range is column A. And press enter. As you can see, the name that we are looking for could be found here. But with VLOOKUP, that's not the case. While XLOOKUP is more comprehensive, and you can do lookups both to the left and to the right of your search key. The next function that we're going to talk about, this is actually really important for construction managers and people working with Gantt charts and project schedules. So if I want to know the work days between these two dates, NETWORKDAYS will do the job for me. So just write down equal sign, network days, and then open parenthesis. This is our start date, and this is our end date. So if you press enter, there will be the net working days between these two. So what this function does is it will exclude the weekends and the holidays. So as a construction project manager, it's always important to show your data in a more visually appealing way. For example, we see the progress in here is shown just as numbers. But what if we can represent this data with bar charts? For this purpose, we can use the SPARKLINE functions. So I'll write down equal sign, SPARKLINE, open parenthesis, select your data, then comma, then open parenthesis again, in double quotes write down chart type, and double quotes again, comma, in double quotes write down bar, and then semicolon, and the maximum value for the percentage should be 100. And close your parenthesis. Let's close this one as well. Press enter, and there you go. So if it's 100% completed, all the cell will be filled. But in case of 50 and 20%, as you can see, the cells are different. And this brings us to the end of our video today. If you found it helpful, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and also following us on Instagram and LinkedIn for more useful project management, civil engineering, and data analysis tips and insights. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.